Welcome to the weekly masterminds. Every week, every Wednesday, I come here at 2 p.m. UK time, British Standard Time, to really answer your question about Rise Academy. This is a call I've put together to answer all the questions clients of Rise Academy may have. It could be anything. It could be anything with regard to your training, your nutrition, your mindset, like everything how you could actually maximize the use of this platform in order to achieve your results. So this call is mostly geared towards the current clients of Rise Academy. However, if you're not a client, you're more than welcome to pop in as well. I'm going to be answering questions you may have. And guys, I've put this together to be like a platform, a mastermind where like-minded people come together and we brainstorm, we collide ideas and really like surrounding yourself with other people who are on the same journey as you, because that's the power of the mastermind. The power of the mastermind is you having other people not only supporting you but keeping you accountable as well. So I strongly advise that you connect with each other. You kind of like keep each other accountable. You message each other if you got questions. Today I'm gonna be obviously answering your questions. Every week I pick a topic. We talk about it. I show you where you can find the answer to this topic within the Rise Academy. And of course, if there are any questions, if there are other queries you think like you may need my assistance with, please feel free to drop a comment. I may not see the comments as we're going live because I'm sharing my screen as well, but I will reply to you as soon as the stream is over. I will reply to all the questions you may have. Now, today I want to talk to you about calories management and calories management, especially between training days and non-training days. This is because the question was brought up to me this week by a current client who he wasn't really sure on how to approach the whole calorie management thing. So I thought it would be a good idea to come here, share it with you on the mastermind, and really show you how you could use Rise Academy to really manage your calories, know like where you stand on training days and off on off days as well. Now it's pretty clear that the amount of calories you will be consuming on a training day will be different from the one you'll be consuming on resting days, simply due to the fact that on training days, obviously your TDEE, your calories burned will be much higher than on rest day because you do exercise. So in order to compensate for that, you will see that in the program, at some point we kind of like bump the calories up or we lower them a little bit. And again, like with Rise Academy, we're giving you as well the flexibility to do so. So for example, when we get to, I don't know, when we get to the phase 4, for example, I'm going to share my screen a bit. When we get to the phase 4, you will see that you got to pick up like 4 training days, and those days are really like based on your calendar, on like how you can actually fit them in. So you could go like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then you will have like Saturday, Sunday off. Or some other people are just doing like, I don't know, Wednesday, Thursday, take Friday off, and then go Saturday, Sunday. It's really down to you, really down to your agenda, really down to how much time you can actually fit that in depending on your activity level. So I'm going to jump in straight away and share my screen with you guys. All right, I think we're good now. Right. So when it comes to calories, we introduce the concept of calories in the second phase, Lean Sanity, and this is where obviously we start talking about calories and macros. And you will see that in the program, when we come in, we're taking one step at a time. Okay, we're not going full force calories, macros, and everything. We're just going one step at a time. Which is in this case, for example, in the first week, we're going to be talking about getting your calories on point, setting up with MyFitnessPal, and we got videos here explaining to you how to do it. Downloading MyFitnessPal is a free app, it's a free resource, and I know that most clients, most people obviously work with me on the platform. Counting calories is something which is pretty tedious. So we did everything within the platform to make that easy for you, because the reality is on a weekly basis, we pretty much eat the same thing. So if you kind of like measure your calories, the calories you consume for a week or maybe 2 weeks, you will get a good solid baseline. You will get like a huge variety of foods in, which is pretty much what you're eating on a regular basis. Now, you look at in in week 5 on the Linsanity part, and this is what you will get obviously when you're on the full Rise Academy. Of course, if you're on the different program, you may not have access to this, but we start talking about calories when we move into week 5 of the program. Okay, so if you're on the Fat Loss for Success program, you may not have access to this, and you can always obviously go to the website and upgrade your package to get access to this information right there. Now you come here, and then at the first week, we're looking at like, okay, for 7 days, I want you to track how much calories you're consuming. Okay, that's the basis. That's where we want to start. Obviously, getting a bit scientific, really knowing like what's the number, like how much am I eating, like how much calories am I eating when I'm training, when I'm not training, like what's the deal with it. Bearing in mind that when you come into this phase, this Linsanity phase, which is week 5, just before that, on week 4 of the program, it's week 3 of the program, when we come to nutrition goal here, we kind of like set you up with a nutrition plan here, which is a sample nutrition plan. So you will see that it kind of differ. I'm going to actually bring that up here. Let's see if we can open that. Yeah. So you will see that there is already a difference in terms of quantity of food between the training day and the non-training day. So you will see like, okay, on training day, we're going to be eating this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 meals. On non-training days, probably going to be around like 4 meals. And again, you could kind of like combine those meals. And that was in the first phase. Like, we're not really scientific about it. We're just going with like a couple of guidelines to really make sure that you're comfortable with managing your nutritional intake. Now, when we get to obviously the Linsanity phase, let's come back up here. Yeah. So when we come to like week 5, week 6, we start looking into the calories, like how much calories we're consuming. You will see that we also giving you the freedom of knowing like, okay, on this day, I'll probably be resting, so I need to lower my calories, I need to bump them up. And again, bearing in mind that managing your calories should be something you do in line with your current lifestyle as well. So if you know that over the weekend there is football, you've got social events, I always advise that you bump your calories over the weekend, because there's always things happening, and this is where most people fall off because they lack the control. So you want to know those numbers, and that's what we did in week 5. You know the calories you're consuming. In week 6, you really want to look at like, okay, you know what? I'm going to zigzag my calories now. Okay, the goal is like, okay, if I want to lose fat, I want to be in a 500 calories deficit. If I want to gain size, I want to be in a 500 calories surplus. And this is just the baseline. Again, this is the number you want to look at. It's extremely, extremely important. We don't look at calories on a daily basis. We don't look at it on a daily basis. We look at the calories on a weekly basis. And that obviously gives you more room, more maneuverability. You got more room to play around with your required intake. So say, for example, that you should be consuming 2,000 calories per week. Now, one thing you could do is like Monday, 1,500, Tuesday, 1,500, Wednesday, 2,000, Thursday, 2,000, Friday, when you go to the pub, when you actually go chill out a little bit, you go to 3,000 calories. Saturday, 2,000 and a half. Sunday, you're chilling out at home, you're back to 1,500. Again, I strongly advise you zigzagging your calories. You don't need to be on a straight line, let's say 2,000 calories in a day, because one, you're going to be stressed about it, okay? And you're always going to be like, oh shit, my macros are run out of my calories and I don't have anything else to eat. So you really want to sit down and truly analyze, truly understand, like, okay, you know what? This is what's happening next week, and this is how I'm going to organize my calories. And I know that for most of you, I know many people don't like counting calories because I know they say it's pretty tedious. I always say that think about it like it's your finances. It's your finances when it comes to your body, okay? And right now, most people have a rough idea. I would say they know pretty accurately how much money they've got in their bank account. So why, if you know how much money you got in your bank account, why you wouldn't want to know how much food you put in your system? Because food is the fuel of your system, the same way that money is the fuel of your bank account and of your life. So you need to know those numbers, and you need to know how to navigate those numbers. And it's extremely important so that you zigzag this intake, so that you kind of like make sure that you hit that number right. Now, when it comes to training days and non-training days, and then again, here you get the flexibility. Like in this case, for example, I will say that I'm training 4 times in a week, okay? And I'm just going to match it with what I've already set up with my lifestyles. Let's say that I'm going to be training Fridays, Saturdays, and Tuesdays and Wednesdays as well. So literally from Tuesdays to Saturday, I'm going to be training 4 times in a week. So on Tuesday, I'm going to be training with 1,500 calories, which is fairly low, I have to admit. And at the same time, again, it's based on your lifestyle first, not on your training days. So you want to think of like, okay, you know, if I'm training deadlift today and I need to be fueled up, you might as well just swap the Tuesday's calories intake with the Wednesday one, because you're getting 2,000 calories on Wednesday. So you eat 2,000 calories on the Wednesday and on the Tuesday, sorry, and on the Wednesday you go down to 1,500 calories. So you want to like be able to have some flexibility, play around with it, make sure that it's not something which is stick rigid. It's hard to actually get used to that. And that's why, like we talked before in other modules about like you having control. You want to be in control of your calories intake. You want to know that, okay, this is what's happening and this is how I'm coping with it. This is how I'm approaching the whole situation. And because every time when you're training, like your total daily expenditure will change. And that's why like it's kind of recommended to eat a little bit more when you're exercising, when you're going to the gym, the days you're training, you should be eating a little bit more because you will be burning that. And again, it should bring you back down to your calorie intake goal. Now, everything we're doing when it comes to calories is in line with like putting you either in a surplus or a deficit, or even sometimes you will be at maintenance. You know, like when you reach your goal and then you kind of like kind of trying to maintain and then try to like focus on those tiny small problem areas, you could be in a maintenance caloric intake. At the same time, what you will want to actually look out for is really increasing your total daily expenditure, which is obviously your calories out. You want to start increasing that so that you know that, okay, you know what, I'm still eating maintenance, but I'm busting my ass in the gym. So I'm burning more calories, which is creating a small deficit. Again, when it comes to calorie deficit, we don't want to go super crazy. We don't want to, sorry, I got something here. We don't want to go super crazy like on 1,000 calories deficit. It doesn't make sense for you to actually do that unless you're kind of like preparing for a competition, you're doing something special, you're kind of like in a rush. But again, we're trying to create a lifestyle here. We're trying to create results for life. We're trying to make sure that you're comfortable with everything you're doing and you can keep repeating that for at least the next 10 years. And that's what we're doing here with Rise Academy. The goal is obviously to give you all the tools, all the knowledge, so that you can keep repeating the same actions for a very long period of time. And this will guarantee your result. I'm going to pop back into my screen because I want you to share with you as well about a question which came up regarding macros. Okay, so you will know that your caloric intake will vary, okay, depending on like whether you train or not. It will also vary whether you have a different lifestyle. Let's say that on a weekend you kind of like eat a little bit, you've got more social events. This will be impacted by your caloric intake and you decide to set it up. That's why we're giving you those tools here in Rise Academy. It doesn't have to be linear. And I repeat that again, your caloric intake doesn't have to be linear. Whether you train or not will impact that because of your TDEE, or whether you have like some sort of social event in your life, whether you have like some outings, I don't know if you go out on dates or some kind of things like that. Now, a question we came in was, well, only like, okay, if my calories intake is changing, it is varying whether I'm training or not, whether I've got like to travel, I've got some things happening. What about my macros? And macros are something which are going to be different for everybody. And when you come into the program, the first thing we do, we go with a 40-40-20 macro split, which is 40% of what you're eating is going to come from your carbs, 40% from your protein, and 20% from your fat. This is the baseline, okay? As we progress through and as you keep sending those progress pictures, those measurements, your weight, then we'll keep tweaking it. Like that's the baseline. Now, I would strongly recommend that you do not change your macros intake in line with your calories intake. And this is purely due to the reason that we want to actually change only one variable and then see how it works for you. When you start changing too many variables, like, you don't control things. And as you know, we want to control things. We want to stay in control of things. If you decide to change your caloric intake, for example, on a day when you don't train, and then you change your macro split as well, you may have a problem. So whether you're consuming, whether you're consuming 2,500 calories or you're consuming 1,500 calories, keep your split as it is. And I know that if you're on the call now, if you're a current client of Rise Academy, you would know how much you should be consuming. You would know as well what your split is, because we would have discussed that. I would have discussed that with you. So keep your split as it is. Only reduce the calories depending on increase your calories depending on whether you train or not, what you're training, what's the lifestyle like. So here in the program, when we come to week 7, that's when we start talking about the macro split. Literally, you've got everything calculated here for you as well. Let's say that right now my weight in kilogram is 97 kilos. My intake is 3,400 calories, and that's it. You literally get how much protein I should be consuming per day, how much actually per week. We want to actually take our numbers per week. How much carbs I should be consuming per week, how much fat I should be consuming per week. Remember, those numbers are weekly target. They are not daily target, okay? 340 grams of protein per day. For the normal person, this is hard to get, okay? So you really want to split that across 7 days and really think about it. Like, you know what? On Monday, Tuesday, I'm super motivated. I'm super jacked. And again, I've got so much control, so much more stability because I'm at work. I can get my protein bars, my protein shake, more chicken breast, more turkey breast. I can really get this number, which is 340 grams of protein. But on another day, on a Thursday, for example, when you're traveling for work, you may struggle to get this number. And that's why I always say, keep this number on a weekly basis. We don't do this on a daily basis, okay? So you want to actually have the zigzag setup. And again, if you're a client of Rise Academy, you will know, because we will go on the nutrition call together. You see here when we finish the last week, when we put everything here, we put our pictures, the progress and everything. After that, we jump on a call actually. We have a call together where I tell you what to do, where I tell you how we can actually split up your calories based on what's happening in the following week. And that's what we do. And of course, you know that you've got access to the platform, you've got access to the community, you've got access to the group. You can always pop your questions there, and I'll be more than happy to answer those questions. So guys, I want to summarize today's mastermind. I mean, that was a very short, powerful one as well. You really want to make sure of that as we progress through the program. Every week, when I give you this nugget of information, it's part of a bigger picture. You will see, for example, when we come to Leansanity, that you come in and first thing we okay, track how much calories you're currently eating. Okay, that's the foundation. We need to know this number for the first 7 days on Leansanity, which is from week 5. You want to know how much calories you're consuming. Okay, then we move on to how much calories you should be consuming. Then we actually start assessing the difference. And then from there, we start implementing the concept of zigzagging your calories based on your lifestyles, based on whether you train or not. And then we get into the macros. So it's a progressive thing. It's kind of like a ladder, okay? And I talked about the concept of nutrition ladder before. It's kind of a ladder. So we take one step at a time. We make sure we implement it. We make sure we understand it. We make sure we are extremely comfortable with it. And then we move on to the next one. So that's what you want to be doing. You really want to actually come in, stay in control, know what's happening around you. Whether you change your intake based on training or not, of course you wait, because training is supposed to increase your TDEE, your caloric expenditure, calories out. So you really want to actually know that. Gauge, okay, you know what? For example, for me on deadlift day, I need to eat a little bit more because deadlift are really demanding. They're really gassing me up. On bench day, I'm kind of okay. I'm kind of lowering my calories. I'm fine with that. On squat days, I need to be up as well. Over the weekend, unlike most people, I don't eat much. So that's what works for me. So you want to figure out what works for you as well. And when it comes to your macros, you may change the caloric intake, but the goal here is do not change your macros until you need until you need to change your results. You need to change the outcome. So let's say that we've been working, and obviously you've been doing great progress. I got the example of one of my friends here, good friend on the program. He's been smashing it. His name is Tony, and literally, like when you come in and we get to the point where when you start making small tweaks into like his body composition, that's when we start looking at the macros. Okay, so you don't need to change your macros whether you train or not. Try to stick to your macros. Try to stick to that macro split. However, the number of calories will be varying based on your lifestyle and based on whether you train or not. So guys, that's it for today's mastermind. I'm going to wrap it up. And again, if I haven't been able to answer any of your questions, be sure to drop them in the comment. I'm going to answer them as well. We also have a group which is linked in the Rise Academy portal. You can just click on the button and then you'll have your question answers. You also get access to me. Send me your messages, send me your questions, and let me know how you're getting on. And I would love to hear from you as well. I will see you next week on Wednesday. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.